More than 500,000 Palestinians are starving, with this number expected to rise to over 640,000 within weeks. As UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said, this is a man-made disaster, a moral indictment, and a failure of humanity itself. This famine didn't happen by accident, and when we discovered how it was engineered, we couldn't stay silent. This is the story of how humanitarian aid became a weapon of war. For 75 years, the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, was the only agency with the infrastructure to operate across all of Gaza, providing food aid alongside education and healthcare. But for the Israeli government, UNRWA represented something deeply uncomfortable, an institution that protected Palestinian rights, including the right of return. So when October 7th happened, Israel saw the opportunity it had been waiting for. Internal Israeli documents from December 2023 revealed that they already had a classified plan to force UNRWA out of Gaza. October 7th gave them just the pretext they needed. They quickly accused UNRWA staff of participating in the attacks with no evidence, but it worked. Donor countries immediately cut funding. The Israeli parliament then passed 2 bills outlawing UNRWA entirely, making it impossible for the organization to operate. Meanwhile, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation was established with a very different mandate. So what exactly is the GHF? It's an aid distribution scheme that works through distribution sites controlled by military contractors and Israeli forces in southern Gaza. These sites are surrounded by watchtowers, earth mounds, and barbed wire. Single entry points create dangerous bottlenecks where thousands of hungry people fight for scraps of food. Palestinians travel long distances in dangerous conditions just to reach these militarized sites, and some don't return alive. The reality of what happens at these sites is even more horrific than it sounds. Between June and July 2025, Médecins Sans Frontières teams treated over 1,300 people injured near GHF distribution sites, including dozens of children shot whilst trying to access food. These aren't isolated incidents. They're the predictable outcomes of what MSF calls a militarised outsourced aid model that weaponises hunger to control and displace civilians. The GHF operates without neutrality or humanitarian vetting, providing aid in coordination with the Israel Defense Forces. A Channel 4 News investigation revealed that the sites are run by clans, armed groups, and those involved in the systematic looting of humanitarian aid. The entire system is designed to violate humanitarian principles. An international aid development professor from the London School of Economics analysed the GHF's food boxes and found that a diet like this over weeks would lead to hidden hunger due to the lack of essential nutrients, delivering a full stomach but an empty diet. In August 2025, the IPC confirmed what aid workers have been warning about for months. All 3 critical thresholds for famine have been breached: extreme food deprivation, acute malnutrition, and starvation-related deaths. UN human rights experts from across multiple agencies issued an unprecedented joint statement calling for the immediate dismantling of the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, describing it as an utterly disturbing example of how humanitarian relief can be exploited for covert military and geopolitical agendas. Meanwhile, UNRWA has thousands of trucks waiting just beyond the border with enough food to provide for the entire population of Gaza for 3 months. The world now has irrefutable evidence that famine is taking place. We found our parliamentarians' number and called them to demand they push to restore UNRWA funding and ban the GHF. It went to voicemail, but that doesn't matter. You could do this too, because while we can't single-handedly stop this, we can help protect the truth and ensure that it is heard. We got started one step at a time. So can you. Listen, learn, act. Bystanders No More.